Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing a free Steam game. So let's hit continue. New file, because this we never played, so this is new file. Our life tutorial time. Welcome to our life. Beginnings and always. Skip auto save, configured load. Okay. There are various ways you can customize and interact with the game. This tutorial is an overview of how certain features work. You can read the full tutorial from the main menu to learn about everything in detail. To start off, the game is divided into 4 time periods called steps. Step 1, childhood. Step 2, adolescence. Step 3, young adult. And Step 4, adulthood. Our life is further divided into sets of vignettes that take place during specific periods of time. Those are called moments. Moments can be played in any order or skipped entirely. You move on to the next step whenever you want by selecting that the summer is ending. Steps 1 through 3 include 5 moments each, and even more can be unlocked by purchasing DLCs. Some are out now, and other DLCs will release later on. Step 4 is an epilogue and doesn't include moments. A lot happens over the years that go by, especially in regard to the character you play as. You determine nearly everything about the main character: name, appearance, personality, pronouns, interests, skills, the relationship with major characters, and so on. You can decide to change the details as time goes on, with a few exceptions. Your last name, skin tone, and eye color can't be altered once set. Much of the MC's main basic traits are determined on a character creation screen. As MC grows up, more options become available on the screen. As mentioned, one of the decisions you'll get to make for your character is selecting a name. You can type in any name you like, or you can pick a preset name. Preset options are called voice names because the name will be voiced aloud by the romantic lead. You'll get to hear him say your name as you play through the story. Only the default name, Jamie, is included in the base game. Hundreds more can be added by getting a free voice name expansion DLC. The full collection of names is separated out as a DLC because of how large it is. If you're not interested in that feature, you don't need to get it. Each name in the DLC belongs to or was selected by someone who supported this project. On the character creation screen, there's a cute doll you can decorate to get an idea of what your main character looks like, with the different traits put together. Not all the things you decide about the main character appear on the doll. The script referring what you decide for the is the main way these decisions influence the game. Our life has a first-person perspective, so your character doesn't appear next to other characters' sprites. You only see the MC as a decorative doll and in special cut and images. The cutting CGS only appear if certain choices are made. It's possible not to see any during a playthrough. There's also a second type of special MC base screen, the interest comfort screen. Unless you get DLCs, the game has one love interest, Cove Holden. He grows up with the MC, and the interest comfort screen is crucial for determining how that plays out. Interest level sets how much you like him. There are 4 levels: disinterest, fond, crush, and love. Love is only available starting in Step 3, and if you are at fond or crush in Step 2. Comfort determines how you generally think when it comes to him. There are 3 levels: nervous, relaxed, and direct. Your levels of interest and comfort will set the type of dynamic your character has with the love interest. What you did in the past will influence the present, and feelings can change over time. You get to pick your interest comfort near the beginning of every step. Comfort can switch between the 3 levels as you please. Your interest level can only stay the same or increase. Your current level of interest would become the new lowest option on the screen in the future. For example, if you decide to be fond in Step 1, disinterest will not be available on the screen in Steps 2 and 3, which will make fond the bottom level option for your relationship. Interest level has an impact when it comes to physically interacting with Cove. While growing up, things are rather simple. If you get along with one another and have a close relationship, you can choose to touch him, and Cove will occasionally interact with the main character in lighthearted or comforting ways. But starting in step 3, touching can become more romantic or suggestive if you're at crush or love. To make sure things go nicely with that, there will be an extra choice to determine initiative level and a bonus mini tutorial that goes along with the choice to explain the feature in more detail. Basically, even if you decide you like Cove, the game won't force you to act on those feelings. You can always choose not to get together with him, choose not to accept, or give romantic gestures. If you do decide to date Cove, though, you can't break up with him later. Interest, comfort gets the basics down, but it's the choices that appear throughout the normal game events that decide what actually happens between the main character and Cove. And it isn't only the main character who is impacted by decisions. Cove grows and changes over the years. How he's treated and what he experiences help shape who he becomes. In step 2 and 3, Cove's personality, appearance, and interest will vary based on what happened in the previous step. It's something of a mystery exactly how your decisions end up changing him. You can try to guess as you go along. Or, if you prefer, you can also just design your own ideal Cove directly using the Cove Creator option that pops up at the beginning of steps 2 and 3. Making the choices you want is always more important than making a choice because you feel like you have to in order to get a certain result. When a choice does appear, you'll see that hovering the cursor over an option shows a certain color, yellow, blue, or green. The colors aren't related to specific points or effects. They're only there to give a bit of insight on the tone emotion of the choice, since text alone can potentially be read in more than one way. Blue tends to be casual, straightforward, yellow more emotive and reactive, and green less certain, uncommitted. Though there are hundreds of options in our life, and not every choice menu falls in line with that pattern. Picking just one color every time doesn't give it a gameplay benefit. Only stick to a certain type if that's what you happen to like. Otherwise, switch between them freely. Always pick yellow, never pick yellow, pursue romance right from the start, never romance a love interest, be disagreeable or amiable. None of them will lead to a bad ending. You're welcome to enjoy the events and shape the story without reservation, and then, if you like, you can play again to try something new. There's only ever more good content to discover. We hope you will have a nice time with our life. Thank you for playing. Okay. So, we're gonna do more of a pointed. We'll do that. Ooh, pink, okay. Doesn't seem to be... Oh, this is just the front. Ooh, I like kind of like that. There you go. Do we have blue? Yes, we do. There we go. She. I'll just do this. There you go. Voice name. Default. Okay, Jamie. Yes. K. Change page. Birthmarks. Nope. Scar, rosy cheeks. Let's go with freckles. Hand size. We'll just do medium. Okay. Clothing types. Dresses. Bracelets. Necklaces. Dresses and skirts. There you go. Okay, I think we're done designing. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of school-less vacations with it. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around the town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, most often just said hello. Okay, so you didn't really get why they always had to say hi. They saw you every day, but you nodded back. You end up saying hi a lot to a lot of different people since most of the tourists that came and went every summer were the same ones. Okay, let's go. You enjoyed learning all about where they were visiting from and hoped to visit those places one day too. Today there was a man sitting on the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was even a real person or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone in Sunset Bird was that people who didn't recognize really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your mom calls it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags. Your mom's had a talk with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. You hadn't exactly been listening. They mentioned that some people aren't good to talk to, but other types of people can help you even if you don't know them. Okay. You weren't sure about this man yet, but you were pretty interested. You wanted to know more about what was going on. You slowed down, your eyes remaining fixed on the man. There was a split second where your eyes met and you knew he was aware he wasn't alone on the street anymore. Hey? You raised your eyebrows at the shout. Do you want something? Is that why he was here? The man stood up and started to make his way towards you. Still unsure about him, but willing to be friendly, you offered the stranger a smile. The man gives a grin of his own back. Do you live around here? What's your name? You look the man up and down, taking in his tan skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks in his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wonder if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. I live right here. There. My name is Jamie. Great, nice to meet you. He gave you a broad smile, relief settling on his face. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it to you. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him. Well, could you do me a favor? Nothing bad, sorry, I should have. Let me start over. He cleared his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier. I have a son, his name is Cove, who is about your age. He wasn't the only person like that in Sunset Bird. We moved in across the street, see? He gestured toward the house that had been emptied for a year, his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. It was finally gone. I changed it. I don't know what is that. Okay. I'm going to skip through this so you guys can pause and read it if you like.
Do you mind?
Okay.
Are you sure?
Step 1, first sight.
Cove?
I want to go home. Sorry.
That's relief.
Bye.
I'm going to keep skipping through this.
Of course.
Choose your feelings for Cove. This is how you feel towards Cove for the first step. It can change in later steps. Okay. Relaxed. And bond. Ready. Yes.
How sweet. Okay. Okay. Take care.
See you.
Okay, let's get through this.
Neat.
I like the background noise. I'll go this one. Like I said, you guys can pause this. For the rest of the summer, Cove was always there. You saw him more often than Shiloh, and on some days when she was in a bad mood or busy, you even saw him more than Lizzie. He became a staple of your everyday life, the way sun and lunch and the beach were there. During your first summer together, you really liked Cove. He was a fun person to play with, and he seemed to like playing with you too. Of course, that was only the start of things. Okay, so we gotta choose a moment. Fireflies?
All right. There. Jeez.
I'm going to keep skipping through this.
Hi. Thank you. Hi. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Bye. Hurry up! Oh. Sorry. You're right.
I love the fireflies. They're cool.
Come on. Go. Yes. Really?
Okay, so I guess next, grown up. Sandcastle.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to pick one. Went too fast.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of clicking.
Oh. Huh? Well. Um. Oh. Hmm. Thanks.
Okay, so maybe shopping next.
How's it going?
Okay, so you guys can always pause this if you want to read the full thing. I'm just not good at having the patience for reading it. Whoops.
Whoa. So.
Ooh, I gotta remember to slow down. Ooh, this is cute. The dolphin. Gotta pick up the dolphin. You all know me, gotta know me. I gotta remember to slow down.
Oh. Okay. Shame.
Okay. So, long day and then grown up. Ice cream cone maybe?
You can finish it. Thank you.
Oops.
Sorry.
Okay. Dolphin.
Gee. Sorry. Yeah.
May run for it.
You dumbo. Sorry. Now. Okay. Take care.
Okay, so last one will be grown up.
What? Duh. What do you think? Okay. Right?
Beach volleyball. Let's go with this one.
All right. Rude.
You're in the bed, so.
Gee. It's not fair.
Eat.
You alright with that? Bye. Huh?
Tell the truth.
That's enough. Let's go. So.
Absolutely. What? About? Are you sure?
Why? Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
That's
Oh, they're still going. Okay. And then summer ended. Yeah, we did all of them. Sure, yes. We can't do it anymore, so yes.
Please.
We can't go too far.
I know. Rude. Cool. Nothing. It's not fair. I want to go home.
I think this step is almost over.
Thanks.
Yep. In between. Okay. No acne. Lips. Earrings. Oh. No hoops? No. Yeah, we could just go with those ones. Braces. Okay, I think that is done. Relaxed. Ready. Okay, so co-customization personnel appearance. Ooh, we can customize him. Although this pretty much looks good. Okay. That's basically good. There you go. Done. August ended, September began. It was time to go back to school. Lizzie groaned and complained the entire first week. She hated going to class. Still, there were interesting things to do that couldn't be done anywhere else. We weren't sure how Cove felt about it. He was enrolled that year. That was like a sign Cove would be staying in Sunset Bird for a while. At school, he was alright, but kept his distance from the other kids from what you saw anyways. Whenever he could, Cove stuck to you like glue. He didn't even mind that much what you did to pass the time as long as it was together. Sometimes it was like things were exactly the same as when you had first met. But other times, as you got older, you couldn't ignore how the feeling had changed in meaningful ways. That year, the divorce of Cove's parents was finalized. You overheard your parents talking about it, saying Cove's dad got full custody. At first, you worried that meant bad news. It had Mr. Holden cry, apparently. Then you found out it meant Cove would keep living with his dad. He would only stay with his mom a few weeks of the year. Cove cried too, for different reasons, you thought. It seemed like Cove and his dad might move again, but Mr. Holden decided to stay after all. Mom asked him about it once. He had said he didn't want to uproot Cove's life a second time. Mr. Holden tried to get Cove to like Sunset Bird more. He kept encouraging his son to go out and see the place. Sometimes Mr. Holden volunteered you to spend time with Cove. He seemed very confident that was an effective strategy. Cove never talked to anyone about what happened with his parents and withdrew whenever it was brought up. It was hard for him, yet nobody knew how to help. Eventually, Cove stopped crying on his own. You could understand what had changed, but you hoped that you could help him feel better still, since even without the tears, he looked sad. Maybe one day he could say it out loud what he felt inside. After that, it felt like things had gone back to normal, except what was normal didn't stay the same. Years passed and suddenly you were in middle school. You weren't a kid anymore. You were 13 years old. That officially made you a teen, even if your sister didn't agree. The toys and crayons that used to litter every free space in your room had been packed away somewhere, replaced by new hobbies. There were other changes too. Cove's cast had gotten taken off. It was weird to see him without it initially. Underneath the pink plaster ended up being a long, thin scar that snaked across his forearm. Cove's chest puffed out in pride when someone drew attention to it. He also went through a major growth spurt. He was the tallest student in class for 2 years in a row. Cove will probably hold that spot again next time. In class, people knew him for more than just being tall. He also stood out because of how well he did in gym and other athletic situations. Over the years, he began opening up more too. You saw him talking amicably with other kids or neighbors from time to time. And the only kid that came to visit the neighborhood when you were little, Shiloh, well, he was gone. He and his mom moved back south because of her work just 1 year after Cove came to Sunset Bird. It had been really upsetting when he left. Lizzie was inconsolable for weeks, but nobody talked about Shiloh anymore. It was a long time ago. You learned some heartbreaking things because less sad the further away they were, even if they had never gotten any better. That was sad in its own way. Things at home were different too. You still lived in the same house and all that, but it wasn't how it was before. Ma dyed her hair purple, wanting something new, and liked it so much she kept dyeing it. You remember calling her mommy as a kid, but something that seemed awkward nowadays. You were much too old for that word. Lizzie felt too mature for her nickname too. She insisted on everyone calling her Elizabeth, so you did. Your mom soon gave her permission to go places other than the playground and shopping street, which she took advantage of. You rarely saw her around the old neighborhood. In fact, you hardly spent time with you the way she did before. Elizabeth instead associated with more and more with girls from school who were her own age. Maybe the difference between 13 and 15 was greater than the difference between 8 and 10. You started befriending new people yourself, like Derek. Sure as he didn't live in the neighborhood or go to the same school. What happened was his and Cove's dad struck up a business partnership a few months ago. Since then, Derek would pop up in the area now and then. It seems Mr. Shuras was happy to let Derek tag along to his work if Derek had the time for it. Without a doubt, everyone and everything around you changed in small and big ways. You had to. As time went by, though, it was easy to settle into this new normal. Then, before you knew it, school was over and summer vacation had come again. Okay. Skip through these. Okay, step 2, second chance. Okay, so we're gonna save this. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hug those buttons and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!